she went to the doctor and he told her that he saw certain signs and he think that she should, go and get a pap smear done. But he ended up doing the pap smear and he sent it to the lab, but it came back negative. But he still tell her to be careful because the signs he was seeing was early signs of cervical cancer. But when it came back negative, and around that time too, she said she had a dream where she had a son, and all the mind he tell her, the doctor told her don't have any more children. She said no. She had this dream where she had this son, and she is going to have that son. And I think after she had that son, that pregnancy, the cancer really exploded after that. And well, at first, when she went to the second diagnosis, it came back positive, stage 3 cervical cancer. She went to the St. James Infirmary where she did radiation, and then she ended up in the hospital. And then they tell her, well, if she do surgery, it will be able to. So she did the surgery, but it didn't really do what they expected to be done, and she just deteriorated more and more after that. And he did not take that well because it's not until after she died you realize that seeing his wife of all those years in that condition, it take his it really take a toll on him. And looking back now, to me, like he didn't know how to react with that. So he used to like stay away from her. And at first we thought he was just being obnoxious or something because your wife's sick and you wouldn't. But after she died and after the year, you get to realize that he didn't know how to handle because she deteriorated so fast that he didn't know how to handle his wife just getting more sick and more sick and more sick and just dying. He didn't know how to handle that. So you find grief does take on so many different attributes in people that is only after you get to realize that it wasn't just that he didn't care, but he didn't know how to handle it at that time.
So you saw a difference in him, the image he represented to you, meaning the song leader in church. He
Mm-hmm.
powerful there, he
Yeah,
performing, he know
yeah,
what to do. The Calypsonian on the stage tent.
yeah,
He knew what to do. You could see a response.
yeah,
But in that moment where you think it emotionally painful, he was
yeah.
kind of
No,
inactive. There was no
yes, like he
representation.
didn't know, like he didn't know what to do with that one
Hmm.
at that time. He didn't know how to respond to that.
So what some of the things he used to do, just as I say, stay away. He not at home.
Yeah, he used to stay away from home a lot. You know, he he well he went into a separate bedroom, from her, and he would still maintain her, well, mm, see about the home financially and thing, but his presence. He would just come home late at night and just leave early in the morning.
And
So
now
his
looking back,
presence
you think
was
that
less. I think at the time going through that, we thought it was like he don't care about our mother now that she's sick and now that she really need him, but after me coming to adulthood and looking back now, I get to real and then knowing now how the love he had for her, I get to realize that is that he didn't know how to handle the love of his life just deteriorating in front of him, and he had no power over it. So his response is just to like,
in action.
yeah, not not to act. He can't face that. He can't face that at that time.
Was he performing in those days?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, the day when he died, when she died, he was at a in those days family planning had this telethon, and he was performing at the family planning telethon the day she died. He was at the telethon the day when she died.
You have any idea about his life in St. Vincent, his family, where he came from, any reason why he decided to migrate to Trinidad? Do you have any insight into that?
Well, not I don't really know why he decided to migrate to Trinidad, but I know we went me and my mom went to visit St. Vincent where he was from. He carried us there, you know, to see his family, and he had sisters over here in well, one I had personally know over here in Trinidad. And as soon as he was stable enough, and when he get married to my mother and he was stable, he went and brought his mother from St. Vincent to live with us. He was very devoted to his mother. So his mother came to live with us. She she was she was diabetic at the time, and my mother bring take her with open arms, and we took care of her, keeping her up with her diet and all like that, which she personally didn't like because she find that she want to eat what she want and thing, and we just keeping her on this diet, you know. And then after a while, she said she want to go and live with her daughter, so she left us and went and lived with his sister, and then she ended up getting sick. And when he hear she was sick, he went and bring her back to live with us. And at that time, she had one of her big toe had burst and it had maggots something, and mommy took her to the doctor and pay and get the doctor to clean it and take care of it and restore the toe back. And then when she get better and she started to feel better again, she wanted to go back by her daughter because she used to say when she go by the daughter, the daughter is to give her Moby and thing with sugar to drink, and we just only want to keep up this diet, and she don't like this diet. And but don't care how mommy tried to convince her that it was good for her to keep her alive, she didn't want to stay with us. She had preferred to go by the daughter where she could eat, because the daughter is just say plain, she not cooking no special food for nobody. Wherever she cook, she had to eat. So she had preferred to live there. She went back, she lived there, and in a couple years, she died. And when she died, Mystic didn't even go to her funeral because he say his sister killed her mother, his mother. He said that she killed his mother because if she had keep up with the diet and keep her, in check with her regular doctor visits and things like what we used to do, he believed that she would have lived longer. But he was really, really upset about the treatment that they give his mother, because he had really loved his mother. He had really, really loved his mother.
Yeah. Could you, in reflection, identify any similarities? Because your wife and your mother is one and the same in
Mm-hmm.
a man's life. His wife was sick, his mom was sick. You see any similarities in behavior when it comes to dealing with that
Yeah,
level of grief.
yeah. Hmm.
What would you say is the similarities? Because say he didn't go the funeral, so again that is an inaction
Yes.
where you are
It's the
expected to
same in
perform.
action, yes.
And when his mom was sick, he was upset.
Yes. And it's the same in action he took because when she falls sick and the tenant tell him, well, your mother's sick, he didn't go and look for her.
He lock up.
He couldn't, and now looking back, you realize that is the same inaction he took. He couldn't go and see his mother sick in that condition.
and he couldn't see his wife.
His wife deteriorating and dying. He couldn't.
So
He
that is
couldn't
a
see that.
form of performance as well that we
Yeah.
could analyze the behavior in certain environment. There's a
Yeah.
similarity.
Hmm.
All right. Um, anything else? This was what year? His mom. When he brought his mom.
So
That was the first time she came to Trinidad.
yes.
So he was so he came to Trinidad in 1957, established
Hmm.
himself,
Hmm.
built himself, and then he went and he brought his mom.
His mom came to live with us. Well, he married my mom in 1973. His mom came to live with us in 70, end of 74.
Okay.
Yeah,
So this is
in
almost as soon as
1974. Yeah,
yeah.
because as soon as he settled, and he discussed it with my mother, and he said he wanted to bring his mom because she was in St. Vincent and there was no one to take care of her, and she was she was maybe in her 70s, 80s. She was an aged person, and so he said he would bring her, and my mother agreed to bring her, and we took care of her. We took care of her.
So that's 1974.
Yeah.
Overall, any additional comments? You don't remember like when he came visiting Mr. Wiley or anything like that?
He always used to talk about
You
Mr.
remember
Wiley.
anything he talked about Mr.
He
Wiley, like
he
what,
he
how
said
he
that
ended up there?
no, he said that when he came to Trinidad,
Just I'm gonna start this